Okay, I was on this last problem in 4.2 and my computer didn't want to work right, and so didn't mean to stop abruptly. But let me finish this. We had gotten through A1 to A5 and wanted to pick up with uh, the last five properties dealing with scalar multiplication, and I just couldn't see how the vector additions were defined, and I added a page and it threw it way up in the top of this stupid 11, 12 page document, which it threw everything off. And that anyway, why am I even talking about it? Because it's just making me frustrated. So let's just work the dang on problem and get done with this so I can eat some dinner. Um, so so I'm at M1. I think that's correct because that last one was A5. So here some scalar times U. So that's C times X up 1. And so X sub 1, Y sub 1, stupid Z sub 1, right? Uh, okay, my ones look like commas, and my crazy one commas look like ones. Okay, so this is just C times X sub 1, C times Y sub 1, C times Z sub 1. And that was good. Alright, I got this 0 sitting there, and I hate. Why is it there? I don't know. I'm sure if I touch something, the computer will probably turn off. Okay, well, I hate cursors. Hey, I hate cursing. Well, you're right. Anyway, um, so we're gonna show C times U plus V, and I didn't even know, couldn't remember how U plus V was defined. All these problems. This is the same thing as C times U plus C times V. So this C times U plus V for that left side is C times, see, that addition of U and V. So the U got you. So this is the X up 1. And the V is just everything with the sub twos. Gotcha. It's like I was forgetting the Z sub 2. So so here we have that C on the outside. Just going to hold that there for right now. This is X sub 1 plus X sub 2 plus 5 comma Y sub 1 plus Y sub 2 plus 5 comma Z sub 1 plus Z sub 2 plus 5. so this is 5x sub 1 plus, sorry, c. It's not letting me erase. Maybe I shouldn't have talked about it, so. Huh. No, man, the eraser is not working. It's breaking that up. Well, I don't know. It's like when everything wants to go wrong and everything just goes wrong. I guess I better not try to erase. Well, now the eraser is working. Jeez. Well, hey, my thing has always been nothing like this ever happens with regular old chalk, right? Okay, so this is c times x sub 1. It's like it's this spot. C c times x sub 2 plus 5c, comma, c times y sub 1 plus c times y sub 2 plus 5c, comma, c times z sub 1 plus c times z sub 2 plus 5c. Now that's the left side. So now the right side. So this is the c times the u plus c times the v. So this is c times x sub 1, c times, I guess, y sub 1, comma, c times z sub 1, then plus c times x sub 2, comma, c times y sub 2, comma, c times z sub 2. So now we add here. So this is c x sub 1 plus c x sub 2 plus 5, comma, c y sub 1 plus c y sub 2 plus 5, comma, c z sub 1 plus c z sub 2 plus 5. So here you notice that the left side, which we got this, then the right side we got that. Now, in particularly, let's look at the difference. Here you get, this is 5c, you get c, we get the 5 c's there, but you only get 5 there. So that tells us that, which one was that? M2 failed. So now M3, so we do the distribution of the scalars. Is that the same thing as c times u plus d times u? So the left side, c plus d times the u. So this is c plus d times x sub 1. So this is c x sub 1 plus d x sub 1, comma, c plus d times the x sub 2. So that's c x sub 2 plus d x sub 2, comma, c plus d times that's the let me go back, make sure, how did they define? Yeah, u is xyz, not x sub 1. And I hate when they do that, because I just like defining my crap the way I like it, because it's idiots at WebAssign, man. Who are you? Okay, so the u looks like, so I don't forget, stupid x sub 1, y sub 1, z sub 1. So this is c times d, just let me say it like this, times x sub 1, comma, c plus d, excuse me, y sub 1, comma, c plus d times z sub 1. This is the left side. So this is c x sub 1 plus d x sub 1, comma, c y sub 1 plus d y sub 1, comma, c z sub 1 plus d z sub 1. Now for the right, this is cu plus du. So this is c x sub 1, comma, c y sub 1, comma, c z sub 1. Now plus d x sub 1, comma, d y sub 1, comma, d z sub 1. Now we add. So this is c x sub 1 plus d x sub 1 plus the 5, right? Comma, c y sub 1 plus d y sub 1 plus 5, comma, c z sub 1 plus d z sub 1 plus 5. Well, you see the difference. So you got the you got the left side, then we got the right side, and the difference was that it's a 5 there and no 5s here, right? So M3 fails. So we got M3 failed, M2 failed as well too. So now M4. So C times D times U, is that the same thing as CD times U? So we're good with the scalar multiplication because it's defined in just the regular way. Yep. So that guy works out good. So this is C times the D times X sub 1, D times Y sub 1, D times Z sub 1. Then we multiply by the C, so we get CD X sub 1, CD Y sub 1, CD Z sub 1. So this is the for the left, and then for the right, CD times U. So this is CD times X1 comma CD times Y sub 1 comma CD times Z sub 1. So this one holds. M4. And then M5, 1 times U is 1 times X sub 1, 1 times Y sub 1, 1 times Z sub 1, and that's equal to X sub 1, Y sub 1, comma Z sub 1, and that's equal to U. So that one holds. So you can see which which ones failed. We got M3 failed, M2 failed, and everything else seemed to have worked out. We had to use that modification for A4 and A5 to get the funny looking 0, and then A5 to get that funny looking negative. But it works out, for the particular set. Well, I'm going to stop there. I guess I've troubled you long enough. So hopefully you get this stuff, right?